Dear chosen ones, you have given the world everything. Your heart, your passion, your soul. But doesn't matter what you do, what you choose, you are always gonna be what's wrong. They don't see the battles you fought. They don't see the wounded heart. They don't see how it's already a miracle that you're still standing. They only see your scars, never the strength it took to carry them.
So you chose solitude. And sometimes you ask yourself quietly, will anyone ever take the leap of faith with me? Maybe yes, maybe no, but there's one truth you can't escape. In the end, you have yourself and Destiny Engine, and you will not fail yourself. Because when the moment arrives, a new world is waiting! A world where you are seen, you are heard, and you are loved for who you've always been. This is story of me and you, and this is just the beginning.
Chosen one, you are the CEO of the underdogs. You don't fight dirty, you don't stoop to their level, you just win, decisively, completely, while looking good doing it. They never saw you coming, and honestly, they still don't see you, not the real you, not the version that's about to walk through fire and come out without a single burn. Something shifted in the atmosphere the moment you clicked on this message. Your ancestors have been pounding on the walls of your reality, trying to break through, and now you're finally slowing down long enough to hear them. Here's the twist nobody is talking about. The people around you, some of them have been pressing buttons too, but they've been pressing the wrong ones. They've been trying to push you into a corner, trying to make you small, trying to confuse you into thinking maybe you're the problem, maybe you're the crazy one, maybe you imagined all those red flags, but you didn't imagine anything. And this message is about to confirm every single suspicion you've been carrying in your chest, like a secret weapon. Think of yourself as a master chess player who just let everyone believe you, forgot how to play. Now it's your move, and they have no idea what's coming. Let me tell you how this started. About 12 to 14 months ago, something strange began happening in your life. Maybe longer for some of you. Things that normally took you days to figure out started taking weeks, then months. Problems you could usually solve with your eyes closed became tangled messes that made no sense. People who were supposed to be in your corner started acting funny. Opportunities that should have been yours kept slipping through your fingers like water. And the whole time you kept asking yourself, what is going on? What am I missing? What did I do wrong? Nothing. You did nothing wrong. That's the truth. They didn't want you to discover. See, what actually happened is you got too powerful, too bright, too magnetic. The enemy saw where you were headed and panicked, so they sent their best players, their A-team, the ones who know how to smile in your face while plotting your downfall, the ones who learned how to use spiritual terminology to sound trustworthy, the ones who studied your patterns so they could mimic your energy and slide into your circle undetected. These weren't random obstacles. This was a coordinated attack on your destiny. But here's what none of them counted on. They never factored in who you really are. They saw your kindness and mistook it for weakness. They saw your patience and thought it meant you'd never catch on. They watched you give second chances and assumed you'd give them forever. Wrong, 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 wrong. They bet on the wrong one. And now the game changes. I need you to understand something fundamental about who you are. You're not just spiritually gifted. You're a spiritual investigator. That's your assignment. That's your purpose. While other people scroll past the red flags, you see them. While others accept lies at face value, something in your gut says dig deeper. You were built with a radar for deception, a sixth sense for spotting frauds, an ability to see through masks that most people don't even know exist. For a while, you might have tried to turn that gift off. You told yourself, stop being paranoid, stop looking for problems, stop assuming the worst. But that wasn't paranoia talking, that was discernment. That was your spiritual inheritance trying to protect you. And every time you silenced it, every time you gave someone the benefit of the doubt when your gut said run, you felt it, that sinking feeling, that knowing that this is going to end badly. Not anymore. From this moment forward, your gift is no longer a burden, it's your superpower. And you're about to use it to dismantle every single thing that's been holding you back. Let's talk about these people you've been dealing with, the mimickers, the pretenders, the ones who watched how you move and tried to copy your whole blueprint. They saw your core values, loyalty, respect, authenticity, spiritual connection, and they thought if they could just perform those qualities convincingly enough, they could get close to you, use your light for their darkness, ride your coattails to wherever you were going. Some of them got really good at it. So good that you started doubting yourself. Maybe I'm wrong about them. Maybe they really have changed. Maybe I'm being too harsh. But deep down, something always felt off, like wearing a shoe that's almost your size, but not quite. Close enough to walk in, but uncomfortable the whole time. This week, the discomfort ends because you're finally going to see them without their costumes, without the carefully curated persona, without the spiritual language they use as camouflage, just them, exposed, revealed, naked in their true intentions. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you know, you can't unknow. That's the gift being activated in you right now. Now here's where it gets interesting. These people, they're not just going to fade away quietly. Oh no, they're about to experience consequences that will shock even you. I'm talking about the spiritual equivalent of a bag of flaming garbage landing on their doorstep. Everything they've been doing in the dark is about to come screaming into the light. Legal problems, financial freezes, reputation destruction, public embarrassment. The very weapons they tried to use against you, boomeranging back to their own addresses. You don't even have to do anything. That's the wild part. You're not plotting revenge. You're not scheming. You're not even wasting energy being angry anymore. You're just sitting back, sorting through the truth and watching divine justice do its thing. Your only job right now is to see clearly, to document what you discover, to protect yourself with information, and to let the universe handle the rest. If you need an ally in this showdown, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to enter their dreams, deflect their psychic attacks, and maintain your power while divine justice unfolds naturally. And when you sign up for the $1 trial, you will receive 14 days of guidance on how to use it to accelerate your 5D ascension. The protected observer who sees truth is within you now, not someday. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed psychic warfare and fear, and repurposing it to serve your protection and clarity. It generates personalized sequences that help you embody the protected observer within you and demonstrate your sovereignty through every psychic encounter. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial now, before this protection window closes. Link in the description. Your authenticity is about to become legendary. People are going to talk about you differently. They're going to say, "Have you heard what they said? Did you see how they handled that?" The way they just came in and laid it all out. And it won't be gossip, it'll be respect. Pure, undeniable respect for someone who finally stopped playing small and started speaking their truth without apology. I want to address something that might be weighing on you, the imposter syndrome. That little voice that whispers, "Who do you think you are? What makes you qualified? You haven't figured everything out, so why would anyone listen to you?" That voice has been working overtime lately, making you second-guess moves you should have made months ago, making you feel like maybe you're not ready, maybe you need more preparation, more credentials, more experience. That voice is lying. It's been lying this whole time. Because here's the truth, nobody tells you about chosen ones. You were never supposed to have it all figured out before you stepped into your purpose. You were supposed to learn as you go. Grow as you move. Figure it out while you're doing it. The confidence comes from action, not from perfection. And you've been waiting for permission that was never required. People around you are going to notice the shift. They won't be able to put their finger on it at first. Something's different about you. You seem lighter, more confident, like you know something we don't know. And you do. You know the truth now, about yourself, about them, about everything that's been happening behind the scenes, and that knowledge has set you free. The reputation you're about to build will be unshakable, not because you're perfect, because you're honest, because you deliver on what you promise, because your word actually means something in a world where most people's words mean nothing. That kind of integrity is rare, and rare things become valuable. You're about to become extremely valuable to the right people. Now I need to warn you about something. There are certain individuals from your past who are going to sense this shift in you. Former connections, old flames, people who walked away when you needed them most. They're going to start showing up again, in your DMs, in your dreams, in random places you didn't expect to see them, and they're going to try to use spiritual language to get back in. I've been thinking about you. I had a vision. Something told me to reach out. Don't fall for it. These people didn't have visions when you were struggling. They didn't think about you when supporting you would have cost them something. They're only appearing now because they can feel the shift in your energy. They can smell the success that's coming your way. And they want a front row seat. Or worse, they want back in. Keep them exactly where they are. Close enough to watch your transformation, far enough that they can't touch it. Let them see what they missed. Let them sit in the reality of what they walked away from. That's part of their karma and your protection. Here's something that might sound strange, but stay with me. Your physical appearance is shifting too. Something about breaking these chains and stepping into your power is literally changing how you look. Your eyes are getting clearer. Your posture is straightening. There's a glow returning to your skin that stress had stolen from you. People are going to find you more attractive, not because you changed your hair or lost weight or bought new clothes, because your energy is different. Confidence is the best accessory, and you're about to be dripping in it. The aesthetic you've been suppressing because other people had opinions, it's time to bring that out. The way you actually want to dress, present, show up. Stop filtering yourself through what you think others will accept. That filtered version was never going to fulfill you anyway. And the right people, they're going to love the real thing so much more than the performance. Let's talk about the breakthrough itself. What does it actually look like when these spells finally break? First, the fog lifts. That mental haze you've been operating in clears completely. Suddenly you can think straight. Connect dots you couldn't connect before, see patterns that were invisible to you. Solutions to problems that have been plaguing you for months just appear, like they were there the whole time and someone finally turned on the lights. Second, the emotional roller coaster stops. That up and down and never knowing how you're going to feel when you wake up stabilizes. You find your center, your peace, not because external circumstances change first, because you change first, and then the circumstances have no choice but to follow. Third, the doors start opening. Not random doors, the right doors. Opportunities that align perfectly with who you are and where you're going. People who can actually help you reach the next level. Resources you didn't know existed. It's like the universe was holding all these good things behind a dam, and when the spells break, the dam breaks too. Everything flows. I want to acknowledge something real. You've been tired, deep in your bones tired, not just physically, spiritually exhausted from fighting battles you couldn't see, from carrying weights that weren't yours to carry, from showing up day after day to a life that felt like it was working against you no matter what you did. That tiredness, it's valid. You're not weak for feeling it. You've been at war for over a year without knowing the full scope of what you were up against. Any soldier would be tired after that long on the front lines. But here's the good news. Rest is coming. Real rest. Not just sleep, but restoration, rebuilding. The kind of rest where you wake up actually refreshed instead of more exhausted than when you went to bed. Some of you have been sleeping more lately and feeling guilty about it. Stop. Your spirit is doing important work while your body rests, processing, healing. receiving downloads about what comes next. That's not laziness, that's strategic recovery. Honor it. The people who are going to be bowing down in disbelief aren't just strangers. Some of them are people who doubted you, people who were supposed to have your back but didn't, people who watched you struggle and offered criticism instead of help. They're going to see this transformation. They're going to remember every discouraging word they said, every time they told you to be more realistic, every moment they made you feel crazy for believing in something bigger. And they're going to have to reconcile that with the undeniable evidence of your success. Some will apologize, some will pretend they always believed in you, some will quietly seethe while publicly congratulating you. It doesn't matter which category they fall into, what matters is you made it, despite them. This isn't about revenge, this is about vindication. There's a difference. Revenge requires you to actively harm someone. Vindication is simply living your truth so loudly that it speaks for itself, proving through your existence that they were wrong about you. That takes no effort on your part except continuing to be excellent. There's a word I keep hearing for you, ruthless. Not ruthless in a cruel way, ruthless in a focused way, ruthless about protecting your peace, ruthless about who gets access to your energy, ruthless about pursuing your purpose without constant interruption from people who don't belong on the journey. That kind of ruthless is actually holy. It's the boundaries that divine protection requires you to maintain. For too long, you've been the one skirting around other people's feelings, softening your truth so it doesn't sting, putting your needs on the back burner so nobody feels inconvenienced by your existence. That was kind of you, but it was also killing you slowly, and the universe is saying enough. Your feelings matter too. Your needs deserve attention too. You don't have to shrink anymore. The courage it takes to sort through all of this, to investigate, to ask the hard questions, to sit with uncomfortable truths, that courage is going to bear fruit that you can't even imagine yet. Every hard conversation you're about to have, every boundary you're about to enforce, every fake person you're about to release, it's all seeds being planted for a harvest that will feed you for years. I see you standing tall but waiting for the right moment, gathering your information, fact-checking the stories you've been told, looking through old messages and screenshots to remember exactly what was promised versus what was delivered. This isn't petty, this is preparation. When you make your move, it needs to be airtight. No room for gaslighting, no space for them to twist the narrative, just evidence, truth, reality. If you need help making that embodiment airtight and consistent, rather than something you're endlessly preparing for, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to choose love over fear in every moment and recognize the divine in every interaction. Now let me go deeper into something that needs to be said. There's been a pattern in your life that you might not have noticed yet. Every single time you get close to your next level, chaos erupts, relationships implode, opportunities vanish, health issues flare up, financial emergencies appear out of nowhere. It's not coincidence, it's strategy. The forces working against you have studied your patterns. They know exactly when you're about to level up, and they throw everything they have at you right before the breakthrough. Because once you cross that threshold, they lose access, they lose influence, they lose the ability to touch you. So they panic, they pull out all the stops, they make it feel impossible. But here's what they don't want you to realize. The very intensity of their attack is proof that your breakthrough is inches away. You're not further from victory, you're closer than you've ever been. I need you to examine your inner circle with fresh eyes this week, not with suspicion, with clarity. There's a difference between being paranoid and being discerning. Paranoia sees enemies everywhere and trusts no one. Discernment sees people clearly and trusts accordingly. Some people in your life have earned unlimited access. They've proven themselves in the fire. They've stood by you when standing by you cost them something. Keep those people close, water those relationships, express gratitude for their presence. But there are others who slipped in during the chaos. They positioned themselves as helpers, but they've been harvesting, watching your moves, reporting back to camps that don't wish you well, taking your ideas and presenting them as their own elsewhere. These people need to be identified, not confronted necessarily, just identified. Because once you know who they are, they lose their power. You stop sharing sensitive information. You stop including them in important conversations. You quietly restructure your inner circle, and suddenly, miraculously, the leaks stop. The sabotage stops. The strange bad luck stops. Funny how that works. Let me speak to those of you dealing with financial attacks specifically. Money that should have come to you got rerouted. Opportunities that should have paid well got blocked. Investments that should have grown got destroyed. This wasn't natural. Money is just energy, and energy can be manipulated by those who know how. The good news is that what was stolen is being recovered with interest, not just replacement, multiplication. The universe keeps records more accurate than any bank. Every cent that was diverted from you has been documented. Every opportunity that was stolen has been noted, and the repayment plan is already in motion. Watch for unexpected income. Watch for doors opening in financial areas you thought were permanently closed. Watch for people wanting to pay you for things you would have done for free. That's not luck. That's restoration. That's divine accounting, correcting the books. Some of you are dealing with attacks on your health and energy. You've been tired in ways that sleep doesn't fix. You've had mysterious symptoms that doctors can't explain. You've felt drained after interactions with specific people, almost like they plugged into your battery and helped themselves. That's exactly what happened. Energy vampires are real, not in a metaphorical sense, in a very literal sense. There are people who have learned how to siphon vitality from others, and you've been a target because your energy is particularly potent. But here's what's changing. You're becoming aware of the drain, and awareness is the first step to protection. Start noticing who leaves you exhausted and who leaves you energized. Start paying attention to how you feel before and after specific interactions. Your body is giving you information. Listen to it. And as you begin to protect your energy more intentionally, watch how quickly your vitality returns. Watch how that mysterious fatigue lifts. Watch how you start feeling like yourself again for the first time in months. There's something happening in the dream state that we need to discuss. Some of you have been having intense dreams lately. Vivid, memorable, sometimes disturbing. Dreams where you're fighting. Dreams where you're being chased. Dreams where people from your past show up with strange messages. This isn't random. The spiritual realm is very active while your body sleeps, and you've been doing battle in dimensions most people don't even believe exist. That's why you wake up tired sometimes. That's why you feel like you've been working all night, even though you were in bed. You have been working, fighting, protecting, receiving information that your conscious mind needed but couldn't access while awake. Pay attention to these dreams. Keep a journal by your bed. Write down what you remember as soon as you wake up. The downloads you're receiving during sleep are often more valuable than anything you could learn while awake. The divine speaks in symbols and visions when the logical mind isn't in the way. Let me address the loneliness some of you have been feeling. This path can be isolating, especially during seasons of transition, when old relationships are falling away and new ones haven't yet arrived. You might feel like nobody truly understands what you're going through, like you're speaking a language the people around you don't comprehend, like the things that matter most to you seem invisible to everyone else. That loneliness is temporary. It's not a life sentence, it's a transition phase. The reason the old relationships are falling away is because they were assigned to a version of you that no longer exists. And the new relationships, they're waiting for the new version of you to fully emerge. Once you step fully into this breakthrough, watch how quickly the right people appear. Collaborators who speak your language, friends who see your vision, partners who match your frequency. They couldn't find you before because you were still becoming, but soon you'll be findable and they'll arrive. Here's a warning I need to give you about this next season. Success attracts. And not everyone it attracts has pure intentions. As your breakthrough becomes visible, as your glow intensifies, as your bank account grows and your influence expands, people are going to want proximity. Some of them genuinely appreciate your light and want to grow alongside you, but others, they just want to borrow your shine. They want association without contribution, access without investment, the benefits of your breakthrough without any of the sacrifice you made to achieve it. You're going to need discernment on a whole new level, not to keep everyone out, but to let the right ones in, the ones who will pour into you as much as you pour into them, the ones who bring their own light to the table instead of just trying to stand in yours. Those people exist, and they're looking for you too. The way you've been handling pressure has not gone unnoticed in the heavenly realms. They've been watching you face impossible situations without breaking. They've seen you hold your tongue when lesser people would have exploded. They've observed your refusal to stoop to the level of those who attacked you, and they're impressed, not in a patronizing way, in a genuinely surprised way, because even angels sometimes underestimate what human beings can endure. You have exceeded expectations. You have passed tests that were designed to fail you. You have maintained your integrity in conditions that corrupt most people. And that's why the rewards coming to you are so massive. You didn't just survive, you survived with your soul intact. You came through the fire without the smell of smoke on your clothes. That's rare, and rare things are rewarded extravagantly. You got people confused again, and they're going to stay confused, because they'll never fully understand how someone with every odds stacked against them kept pressing the right buttons over and over until everything changed. That's the mystery of a chosen one. The world didn't choose you. Something higher did, something eternal, something that sees the beginning and the end simultaneously and knows exactly why you had to go through everything you went through. It all makes sense now, or at least it will, soon, very soon.